but it's like, wait. Hey bedheads, and welcome to today's bedheaded breakfast. Cheers for that. So today we decided to talk about fear. Obviously that's a very big topic to cover. So maybe let's talk about our biggest fear growing up and then our biggest fears now, maybe. I think my fear growing up, like I was scared of someone climbing in my window at night, obviously. Like I would run and jump into my bed. But they weren't like fears that I would think about during the day or think about like when I was trying to go to sleep.
It was childhood fears and like,
I guess, yeah, that's true.
Adult fears.
So I didn't have any like super serious fears when I was younger. I was like terrified of spiders. Oh my gosh, guys. Look what is on my wall. I'm so scared right now. That is a freaking spider. Holy crap, that's huge. I don't know what to kill it with, guys. Where did it go? I'm so scared. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at it. It's like hiding from me. I'm gonna throw up. I was terrified of spiders. And I don't know if it was because we found a spider in my bed or in someone's bed. I think that's how it started. When I was little one time, I found there was a spider in my bed and I didn't sleep in my bed for 3 months because I found a spider in my bed. That's how terrified I am. For like 3 summers in a row, I wouldn't even like walk in grass. Like Cassie used to give me piggyback rides across our like backyard or whatever because I was so scared that I was gonna get like, I don't know, bitten by a spider or something.
I do remember that.
I was just so scared. Now as an adult, I have a couple of fears. Moving to New York, I went through a period of fear of failing, and I had never been really scared about failing before, but I had also never put myself out on a huge limb either. When I had first thought about what if I moved to New York and go to school there to actually getting in the car coming here, I was nervous. I didn't want to tell anyone because I didn't want people to be like, oh, she thinks that she's like cool enough to go to New York, or oh, she thinks she could succeed there. And I was kind of just scared of people's reaction to it. And I think actually, now that I'm thinking back about it, I was the same way with telling people about my YouTube channel, because it's like me going out on a limb doing things that no one else I knew had done. I don't live in California, I don't live in New York. People in a small town in Oklahoma don't make YouTube videos. That's not like a thing here, that's not normal. I'm not doing that. People are gonna think I'm weird, people are gonna judge me, people are gonna think, like, my biggest fear in all of it was like I don't want people to look at me and think like, what, oh, who does she think she is? She thinks she's so special, or she thinks that she has like amazing qualities to put on YouTube when she doesn't. I didn't want to be like annoying, and I didn't want people to think that I thought that I was all that. No one I knew moved to New York or lives in New York. No one I knew or know does YouTube. And in Oklahoma, I mean, there are thousands and thousands of things that I love about Oklahoma, and I feel like I kind of give it like a bad rap on
I think
YouTube.
Everybody does, but like, yeah.
But when you're a kid, and I also feel like when you get older, you see the bad in things that you didn't notice when you were a kid.
Yes.
Maybe more so. So I think a lot of people in Oklahoma are very small-minded, and here it's just like, oh, you want to start a shop or an online store, or like you want to come up with a brand, like you could totally do it. It's not even a question that like, oh, you might fail. No, that like, New Yorkers don't think that way. It's
and
just
half the time they're like, oh, I know this someone that blah 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 could help you out with this.
Yeah, let me text, oh my god, let me text my friend, he does this. So it's just a different mindset here. And so growing up, it was like you didn't want to tell anyone that you were different because people weren't different. It was like everyone had their group, everyone had their thing, but there was really no group of just like weirdly creative kids like there are here. And like entrepreneurship and like just kind of going out on a limb isn't as common there. Not that like, I mean, maybe people have changed so far, but I don't know. Just as a kid, yeah, it was like you said you were gonna do something and people were more so like, yeah, right. And even when I told people I was moving here, they would say, oh yeah, I'll see you back in 6 months, or okay, yeah, like to see you try. I mean, adults, people in the church, people at school, everyone I knew, besides my family. My family was the one thing, like extended family and immediate family, they were all totally for it, super supportive, didn't question me at all. They like just knew I could do it. More of like people I had kind of just grown up with, or acquaintances, or people I knew from so-and-so, whatever, they were a lot more like, wow, like, yeah, right, try. So I think I was really scared about that with YouTube and with New York, just I had this fear of like, people either are gonna think that I think that I'm cool and I think that I'm all that, or
yeah,
they're just gonna laugh at me.
That's the thing, like, you don't want people to think like, oh, she thinks she's good enough to do this, or oh, she thinks she...
Yeah, she thinks she's good enough at makeup to make videos about it, to teach other people her makeup sucks. Or, I don't know, just like stupid things like that. But it's also like, with age, you get more comfortable and confident with what you have. Especially here, it's like so much easier to just be like, I do this, and people don't think you're weird. So yeah, definitely when growing up, it was harder for me to say that I liked weird things, or that I was doing YouTube, or that I wanted to move to New York with the fear of failing and people watching me fail. So that was like growing up, I guess that is a fear. So yeah, I keep just learning new things about myself as I talk to you guys. My fear, more so with being an adult, is me putting myself on YouTube and me saying my beliefs, and everyone, you know, I am a Christian and I claim to have like this awesome relationship with the Lord, and yes, I've like obviously had rocky spots or times where I haven't been as close to him and blah 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 blah, but I think people automatically just like label you, oh, you're a Christian, you're not allowed to mess up. And I'm just more so now nervous about me putting myself out there as a Christian and getting criticized and torn down for my beliefs. You say you're a Christian but blah 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 blah, or you don't believe in abortion but you don't understand what they've gone through and blah blah blah, like just kind of getting tortured for my beliefs. Not reaching your potential.
I think that's one of my childhood fears.
But yeah, also that was so much more on your brain, and you were...
That's because everybody was like, oh my gosh, you're so smart, oh my gosh, you're so creative, oh my gosh, you're so good at telling stories and blah blah. And I was just like,
You had so many good qualities at such a young age that... Sorry, that's our radiator like squealing back there, but...
I think you say that every freaking time.
I just... Maybe someone new is watching and they don't know why, if we have a cat or what is happening.
Remember an Elf?
Yeah.
It sounds like this.
It's not evil, buddy. It's a radiator.
Yeah, you just had so many great qualities and so many obvious talents that like not very many people at a young age have such insane talents.
My other childhood fear was definitely more like imaginative. There was this one thing in National Geographic, not about evolution, but like about the half men, half like monkey people that they found, and it had like a picture of a guy dressed up as one, and I would just see that everywhere. It was in National Geographic. Thanks, Dad, for making me read National Geographic, or not making me read.
When I was little and I was scared to go to sleep, I would see a man's face in the window.
That's like a regular man?
No, someone we knew.
I'm claustrophobic, but like other than that, we've never been like.
You say you're claustrophobic, but
I have nightmares about being in underground caves.
That's in your brain then, because do you know what you would do as a child? You would find the smallest, darkest little place and you would hide yourself there. Yeah. People who are claustrophobic do not do that. What's your fear now?
My fear now? Bethany's gonna be like, well, they obviously aren't doing anything about it. Well, but wasting time. The epitome of let's waste some time right now.
But maybe like, that's why you're scared of it, because you know that's your first tendency is to like, I don't want to do anything productive, I just want to lay down, or I just want to watch a movie. That's like your vice, is wasting time. So maybe you're just very conscious of like, I'm a time waster and I need to, maybe that's why you're scared of it.
My dad would always tell me about these young people. Oh, look at this, S.E. Hinton wrote The Outsiders at 16.
Oh my gosh, you did?
Yeah.
It's because he wants to put fire under your butt, because you are inclined to be a time waster and to not be productive. So he wants to make sure that you, but it's like, pursue your,
and then it's like, I just feel like I'm already so old. The period of my life that you can do something and become who you want to be and everything is over. So I'm like, why even try? And that's what I'm saying. Like,
people don't figure out what they want to do until they're like 30, 35.
But think about it. I have 2 older sisters, so that just makes a person more, not mature, but just more like
aware of what those ages are doing.
Yes. Yeah. And so from a super young age, I was like, I want to do this, I want to do this, and I want to be this, and I want to have this internship. And I'm literally last month, I just turned old enough to do half those things. Haven't even graduated high school yet. And I just feel like I wanted those things so early, but I couldn't attain them. And so I feel like that time of my life, like not that time of my life, but
That mindset.
it's just gone. It's just wasted because I hit it so early, but I couldn't do anything about it.
Sometimes I get scared too of like, I don't know, my YouTube channel never really becoming anything, or like it's not that great and that people don't really like it that much, and that I'm working so hard and like putting all my effort into something that's never gonna amount to anything, and I would have wasted these past 4 or 5 years without doing anything great. With the amount of money I've spent on the equipment and the time that I put into it and all of that kind of stuff, worked so hard on something that, but see, even then it's like, but doing YouTube has taught me so much. The ins and out of analytics and running businesses, like behind the scenes, and branding and putting yourself out there and just being confident and all of that kind of stuff, owning your story and owning yourself, and I still have these memories on tape even if I never end up
On tape?
going anywhere. What did I say?
On tape.
Oh, wow. That ages me.
Yeah, I mean, like, what are you guys' fears? Boogeyman to death. Like, are you scared of death? Are you scared of the boogeyman? Are you scared of the neighbor lives across the street from you?
Thank you guys for watching this video. Sorry for the rambling, but we love you guys. Let us know in the comment section down below what you guys' fears are, or if you have any tips and tricks for getting over fears. Follow us also in all of our social media links. They're down below. We will see you guys in the next video. Bye, bedheads. Love you.
Bye.
Mwah.